Welcome back to Today We Wrench. Today we're doing something a little bit different. My wife's Porsche Macan, the window switch is broken. It's a common problem on these vehicles, to where when you pull it up, the button actually detaches from the switch itself and comes off in your hand. So today, hopefully, I help some of you Porsche Macan owners out. We're gonna pull the door panel off and replace that switch. First things first, we're gonna remove this door panel. So, you're gonna have to remove this trim piece because there's a couple screws that are holding the door panel in behind the actual trim piece. Where your handle's located, this trim piece will pop out. There's a screw there, and then there's a screw on the bottom, which we'll show you when we're done on our top side. We're gonna need a set of tools. These are plastic pop tools. I ordered these off of Amazon. I'll link in the description below where to purchase these. You're gonna use pretty much two tools from this entire kit. You're gonna use the flat blade, and you're gonna use something with an angle on it, so like this. So I'll remove this top piece first. So I'll take this smaller tool and just give me a little bit of room towards the top corner, and I'll put my flat bar back there. And this is gonna take a decent amount of pressure because chances are this has never been off on your vehicle before. So just make sure you're using this wide tool, because if you use a smaller one, it'll break it. But like I said, it's gonna apply a lot of force, so don't be scared to pry on it. Okay, so now when you're here, you'll notice that it doesn't come all the way out. Don't pull on this and yank it out because you'll break it. It's a keyed panel, so push it towards the exterior of the vehicle, and then you'll be able to pull it out. So there's the keys I was talking about. Those hooks will stay in the door so that it doesn't fall out. So like I said, don't pry and pull this thing all the way out. Push it towards the exterior and it'll come right out. Our next panel, we're gonna use that hook tool for, and we're gonna open up our door handle and just lightly pry this panel away. There's a screw here, and there's two screws above it. To remove these screws, you're gonna need two tools. You're gonna need a T15 for the two top, and you're gonna need a T25 for the bottom. After you remove the two screws above the door handle and the one behind the door handle, there is another T25 on the outer edge of this door. So we're gonna remove this T25 screw, and then I'll show you how to remove the last screw, which is behind the reflector towards the bottom of the door. So the final screw holding this door panel in is located right behind this reflector. So to remove the reflector, you're gonna go on both sides of it, pry down, and it'll come right out. Now, this screw is a T25. It's really hard to see on camera, but once you stick your head down there, you'll see it. So we're gonna go ahead and remove that, and then I'll show you how to get the door panel off. Now that we have all 5 screws out, the 2 above the handle, the 1 in the handle, the 1 at the outer edge, and the 1 at the bottom behind the reflector, we can grab it by the handle and pull up on the door panel. Be careful though, because all of your linkage is tied to this. So we're gonna carefully unhook the linkage and unhook the harness, and then I'll show you how to get out the actual switch from the door panel. Okay, so this is your linkage for your door latch. So to get this off, because it's really hard to show on camera, so I'll show you it off of the door. You're gonna push in these 2 clips, and then it'll swing out. So now that you have this removed, there's 2 clips on both sides of this harness. You're gonna take this harness out, and then you're gonna take this harness out, which has a turnbuckle style. So you're gonna have to push this clip in, eject it, and now your door panel should be free. So now your door panel's free. We can disassemble it so we can get to this switch. And as you can see, those buttons are out. They no longer hold in. The actual retainers broke, not the buttons, because there is a button kit that you can buy off of Amazon to fix this, but on most of them it's not going to work because the switch itself breaks. So like I said, I'm going to disassemble this door panel. I'll walk you through that, and then we'll put the new switch in. So we're going to remove the sound deadener behind it first. It's got like a couple little tabs on it. Just pull up on it. We'll remove that. And then the door handle is going to have to be removed by these T15s again. So all these are holding on your door panel. And then once that's off, we'll flip the door back over, pull the handle out so we can replace the switch. Now that all the screws are out, we can pull up on this handle, and we're gonna push in these 2 silver tabs. We're gonna pry up the actual mechanism, and then now the backside tabs are still holding this in, so you're gonna pull it towards you to depress these and get the other ones free, and then it should just slide somewhat out. Might have to stick your hand back and depress it manually. Okay. Now this is out. We'll snake this through so we can get to it. Our clip is in the back side. Now we're ready for our new one. Alright, so here's our new one. It matches the old one. Pay attention to your buttons. Make sure you order the right one, because the first time I ordered it, it only had the mirror folding in, didn't have the blind spot. We're just going to snap in our new switch, push it into the housing, and reassemble the panel exactly how you took it apart. Alright, now that our door panel's back together, let's install it. Alright, so we're going to install our wire harnesses first, because the door's got to be pretty close. Make sure that's clipped all the way in and locks. Same with this one. And then for this, it's going to be the same way as you took it out. You're going to put the actual cable in first, and then you'll snap it into place. Now that your wire harnesses are installed and the cable release for your door latch is installed, you're going to do 2 things. 1, you're going to make sure your actual door handle works. 2, you're going to turn your car on and make sure all these buttons and options work before you put this panel on. Once you've verified that, you're going to set the panel high up and you're going to drop it into place. Hold the door, the actual door, with your right hand, and with your left hand, just give a nice tug on the panel, so that way you know everything's where it needs to be. Now that you've verified that, reinstall all your screws how you took them out. Now that all your screws are in, your door panel's locked down, you're going to reinstall your trim plate. So just like you took it off, you're going to put it in, slide it towards the steering wheel, and these are going to be tight. Don't feel like you're going to break it, but apply even pressure so that you don't break it. So once you've installed the trim plate up top, don't forget about your trim plate that goes behind your handle. It's going to slide into one end, it's going to set in, and it's just going to pop right in. So now we have this whole top section done, we're going to move on to our reflector. On the reflector, it has like a little seat, so you're going to push the reflector into the panel and then push up to lock it in place. So set into the panel, and then it just pops right up. Hopefully this video helps out some of you Porsche Macan owners, because when I looked, I couldn't find any info on how to remove this door panel, let alone replace this switch. So, if you like this type of content, we're building a Supra, and we wrench on jet skis almost every day. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you on the next one.